Football's flight home has been delayed until 2022, so we're back on the Nintendo stuff. Also, I'm full of cold, so apologies if I sound all stuffy. Hi guys, welcome to PMyth Gaming. A few weeks ago, I was lucky enough to be invited down to Nintendo's UK headquarters to check out some of the games that they spotlighted at E3. Naturally, the first game I made a beeline for was Smash Bros. Ultimate. And holy cow is that game fast! It was clear from the in-depth analysis of each moveset during the E3 presentation that this game is pitched directly at the hardcore Smash fans, and the gameplay absolutely bears that out. I thought Smash Wii U was fantastic, but I was really taken aback at just how quick the gameplay is in Ultimate. It really is melee levels of intense, and I was dodging and rolling as fast as I could in order to rack up the kills. It took a little getting used to coming off the back of the Wii U title, but those GameCube muscles soon kicked in, leading me to victory, naturally. I played 2 matches, the first one as an Inkling, and the Splatoon character is a great all-rounder with a really unique moveset. The different attacks bring out different weapons, and you can use the standard B to shoot ink, covering opponents, which results in greater damage from your other attacks. You also have an ink meter that you have to keep topped up. Making sure I had enough ink in my tank to unleash the attacks I wanted to made for some really strategic moments, as I had to retreat from battle in order to keep it topped up. It'll be really interesting to see how this affects strategy in one-on-one matches in the final release. Naturally, I couldn't pass up the chance to play as Ripley either. I still can't believe Sakurai included him. I agreed with the guy when he said that he was probably too big a character to properly implement. He's a bit of a powerhouse, with a sweet side B move that sees him launch an enemy, grab them, and then continue gliding before launching them off the side of the map. I spam that move a lot. Sakurai's brought him into the game really well. He's been shrunken down a little bit, but it works. The 2 stages I played, Moray Towers from Splatoon and Great Plateau Tower from Breath of the Wild, were great too. I did have a little bit of trouble with the Splatoon stage, with its zigzagging ramps. I found myself running up the wrong one from time to time. But the Great Plateau Tower stage is absolutely awesome. It's basically Final Destination with a roof. As I said, both matches I played were really intense, and I cannot get over just how fast paced the matches are. The game is really being pitched as a melee killer, and I cannot wait to get my hands on the final version. After Smash, I went hunting for Pokemon in Viridian Forest, courtesy of Pokemon Let's Go Pikachu, and that game is looking absolutely gorgeous. It's incredible to see a proper Pokemon in high def, and having the Pokemon wander around in the overworld fulfills a dream many of us have had since the days of Red and Blue. The Pokemon Go capture mechanic works pretty well, it's well implemented, and I also got to play around with the Pokeball Plus. It feels really good in the hand, not cheap or plasticky, but although it did take me a couple of minutes to get myself orientated properly so that when I was pushing the joystick forward, he was running forward and not like sideways or anything. So you had to like rotate the ball so the direction is right on screen, you know what I mean? What I thought was interesting is that the reps kept pitching it as a combination of Pokemon Go, the original Pokemon Yellow games, and the anime. Nintendo and the Pokemon Company are clearly looking to snare those people who grew up playing the original games and ran home from school to watch Ash Ketchum try and become the very best like no one ever was. Or, to put it another way, people like me. In other words, they're aiming it directly at those lapsed Pokemon fans who went nuts for Go. It's a smart move, and whilst the capturing mechanic is different, the questing and battles are still exactly the same. It's really going to be a great stepping stone between Pokemon Go and the full-fledged, full-fat Pokemon RPG that they're releasing next year. Speaking of re-engaging with lapsed fans, we were also treated to a demo of Super Mario Party, and whilst we didn't get to play it ourselves, the gameplay does look pleasingly reminiscent of the N64 originals. The mini-games look all kinds of fun too, and a great showcase for the Joy-Con's tech. Essentially 1-2 switch, but with gameplay. Finally, I also had a quick blast on Ubisoft's Starlink, and this game could be the Star Fox game that we've been waiting for since Lilac Wars. That's Star Fox 64 to you non-UK dwelling folk. Flying around a huge open planet in an R-Wing was all kinds of cool, and messing around with the Toys to Life stuff was ace too. It reminded me of No Man's Sky rather a lot, in both good and bad ways. But if it can fulfill its potential, it could turn out to be one of the must-have third-party titles on Switch this year. And as someone with 1 or 2 amiibo, the Toys to Life ship construction stuff has me incredibly worried for my bank account. It was really fun to do. That about wraps it up. I will be doing more in-depth analysis for Nintendo Village, so make sure you go and check the website out for that. My Smash Bros. Ultimate article is already live, so I'll put the link for that in the description. Fire away with any questions you may have about any of these games down in the comments, and I shall do my best to answer them. Thanks so much for watching everyone. Don't forget to like this video, tell your friends about it, share and all the rest of it. Subscribe if you're new around here and check out some of the other stuff, and I shall see you all again next time.